Welcome to the WHHI-TV Daily News. I'm Betsy McDaniel. As always, there's a lot to talk about in the Low Country today, so let's get started with a few headlines. With all the noise leading up to the November election, you might think that everyone who wanted to register to vote would have already done so. But Beaufort County's Director of Voter Registration, Marie Smalls, tells WTOC that the week expansion of the registration deadline because of Hurricane Helene brought dozens more voters out to register. Those added voters brings the voter rolls in the county to up to around 140,000. Smalls is expecting 75 to 80% of those to vote on or before November 5th. Early voting begins next Monday at the 4 usual early voting sites in the county. We know how important our school staffers are in making sure our schools operate smoothly on a day-to-day basis. Even most teachers would say that they are the backbone of any school. And now one of those staffers is being honored. May River High School's Jennifer Jones Brown has been named the Beaufort County School District Support Staff of the Year. She's a behavior management specialist, and Assistant Principal Carrie Carter says she goes above and beyond for everyone in a building of nearly 1,800 students. Well, almost 30 years ago, the name Susan Smith gained nationwide attention. Back in 1994, Smith's two sons, Michael, age 3, and Alexander, age 14 months, were drowned in the family car in a lake in Union, South Carolina, which is in the upstate. 9 days after the incident, Smith admitted that it was she who pushed the car into the lake. She was subsequently sentenced to life in prison for the murders, but with the possibility of parole after 30 years. She is now 53 and becomes eligible for parole next month. That date could, however, be delayed because she was recently convicted of a disciplinary charge of talking with a filmmaker about her case. Her ex-husband and father of the two boys says he will fight against Smith ever being released from prison. Josh Gruber, the deputy town manager of Hilton Head, is making a move to the mainland where he will become Hardeeville's city manager. Gruber had been a deputy and interim county administrator for Beaufort County before taking the Hilton Head job. As deputy town manager, he was the right-hand man of Hilton Head town manager Mark Orlando for the last few years. Orlando says that Gruber's duties will now be spread among other town staff and his job will not be filled. And here's a story our many transplants and visitors from Ohio might get a kick out of. Graeter's and Skyline Chili may be announcing an ice cream called Graeter's Skyline Chili Ice Cream. It's now listed on Kroger's website. Described as a daring fusion of flavors, the ice cream is said to have chili spices, crunchy oyster crackers, and shreds of cheese swirled throughout the ice cream. Sarah Walters, the senior director for RMD Advertising, which represents Graeter's, confirmed that the two iconic companies are discussing a possible collaboration, but she would neither confirm nor deny the specific flavor listed on Kroger's website. The timing for such a mashup does seem right, though, as Skyline Chili celebrated their 75th anniversary on October 9th. The media sources on your screen will have more on these and other stories, and we would love for you to like us on Facebook and follow us on Instagram at WHHI-TV. And if you have an idea for a news story, we'd love to hear it, so drop us a line at news@WHHITV.com. And now here's Justin Jarrett with what happened last night in the Lowco.
Hey, it's time for Last Night in the Lowco on WHHI, powered by LowcoSports.com. Before we shift gears to another week of high school football, starting with Thursday's Island affair between Hilton Head and May River, let's shine a light on some other Lowco teams making their mark this fall. May River's boys and Hilton Head's girls claimed the team crowns at the Sand Shark Invitational cross-country race on Friday, with May River's Jackson Wright and Hilton Head's Julia McKenna blazing to the individual titles. May River's boys volleyball team held the top spot in the state rankings going into last night's crosstown showdown with second-ranked Bluffton, but the Sharks met their match in the Bobcats, who edged out a 5-set victory to remain undefeated in region play. Rematch Monday night in the Den. May River's girls golf team continued its dominant season, winning the region's 6-4A title by 33 shots, with Robin Zatrur, Claire Green, and Haley Zhao taking the top 3 spots. And Hilton Head Prep's girls golf team finished third at the Skeeza State meet on Monday and Tuesday, with Prep's Lexi Palazzo leading the way in third place and teammate Abigail Kell in fifth. Now back to football. We'll be treated to 2 nights of action this week, with undefeated May River traveling to Hilton Head for a Thursday night matchup that you can see on WHHI next week, plus an 8-game Friday slate highlighted by Lowco on Lowco showdowns with Colleton County and Bluffton and Thomas Hayward at John Paul II, as well as likely region title deciding clashes with Barnwell at Hampton County and Bamberg-Earhart at Ridgeland. We'll preview every game on the slate tonight on the Lowco Pigskin Preview, live at 9:30 p.m. on the Lowco Media Network. For Lowco Sports and WHHI, I'm Justin Jarrett. Until next time, go Lowco.
Thanks, Justin. Well, Halloween is just around the corner, and let's keep our kids safe, and we'll find out how to do that right after a quick break.